To everyone, welcome to a Clutch News pop-up. So if this is your first time, let us know where you're from. If you've never been on one of my lives, welcome to Clutch News. I am D Smith. Something in my eye, I'm sorry. I am D Smith. So I'm gonna get straight into it. If you guys have any questions, whatever questions you have. I don't think I've ever told this story. So yeah. So I did Fantasia'S nails, I think it's 2018. I think it was 2018. So when I posted the picture, it was a throwback picture. So I got a lot of questions on how did that opportunity come about working with a celebrity client. How did the opportunity come about with working with a celebrity client? I also recently just did the cast of the show called Mom Boss. So it's great opportunities, and your nail career can be whatever you desire it to be. So let's get into basically how it happened. If y'all have other questions, comment your questions, and I can answer them for you. But yeah, so it was around Thanksgiving time when I got the phone call. So I got the receipt. I answered the phone and I said hello, and they were like, "Can I speak to D Smith?" So anybody that calls my entire name like D Smith, they are probably somebody that don't really know me as D. Like some of y'all been on my live, y'all seen me at the shows, you know what I'm saying? All of that type of stuff. Like if you see me, you would call me D. So when I answered the phone, I said hello. Prior to that, I was texting one of my clients, and my clients was actually telling me about the show. That, her daughter, she had tickets, and she basically was asking me, did I want to go and take her daughter with me? And so in the midst of that, and I also have a client that is from North Carolina, so she was texting me as well. So when I answered the phone, I really thought it was one of them. I really thought it was my client that had the same area code. So I answered the phone and I was like, hello. And it was like, may I speak to D Smith? And I said, speaking. And they said, well, I would like to know if you have any availability to do Fantasia'S nails. So I was like, yeah. And at the time I was in a suite. So right off the top of my head, I just said, which did she want to come in? Do you want me to come to her? She was like, they were like, well, we are trying to decide whether we want you to meet us at venue or at hotel. So at that point, they said that someone would call me back. So I got off the phone with them, and in that moment, I was like, okay, wow. I didn't know whether it was somebody playing on my phone. I really didn't think anything of it. So in that moment, when I hung up the phone, I think I called my aunt. I didn't call anybody else. I only called my aunt. And in that moment, I thought about everything that I have ever prepared for. I thought about all of the things that I had done that far, because I've always traveled with my nail table in my trunk. I still have the same table. I have a portable table that I bought right after I graduated from nail school. I bought a portable table. Everything that I have is portable, and it was for a reason, because I know where I wanted my future to be. So you have to prepare yourself. I'm just taking a moment to show y'all how it works out. So you have to prepare yourself for where you want to go. Everything I have is portable. My lamp is portable. My e-file is portable. I have I actually have 3 desks. I have my desk that I work on. I have a desk that I record on, and I have the very same portable desk that I've always had. So in this moment, I'm thinking, wow, I have everything I need. whatever. So still in this time frame, nobody has called me back yet. So I continue, whatever I was doing at that time, which was nothing, lollygagging around. Cause it was on it was a Sunday. I think it was a Sunday, a Saturday or a Sunday. It was like right after Thanksgiving, during Thanksgiving time. So my family was here. So, I got the call and they told me the location. So they told me to meet them at, the location. I think it was somewhere that it was downtown Jacksonville. They wanted to meet me at they wanted me to meet her, do her nails at the venue. So I said, okay. They gave me where I was going and they said, when you get here, call this number back. So I went to my nail suite. At the time, I didn't have my nail salon. I just had a nail suite. So I went to the nail suite and I packed up everything. I know some people were inboxing and emailing me, asking me like, how did I know what to take? Like I asked them those questions. Like when the first person called, the person who contacted me, the contact person was the original contact person was her hairstylist. I don't know if y'all know Dorikus. He does amazing hair. He is her hairstylist. He contacted me, and I asked him. I said, what services does she need? And he told me what she needed. And I said, okay, any particular colors, whatever. So they gave me all of that. So as a nail professional, sure, I'm not just gonna take 2-3 colors. I took everything pertaining to that color. Okay, so I took they told me like it was a dark, she wanted like dark colors, dark colors. So I took like maroons, the burgundies. Y'all see that she had on a burgundy in the picture. So I took that color, and so I went to the nail salon. Once I got the second call to tell me where to meet them at, I got the second call. I went to my nail suite and I packed all of my stuff up. I got my table, my lamp, everything that I needed. And I made sure I had some additional stuff. Like they didn't say anything about stones and stuff like that. But, at one point in time, Fantasia did wear like stones and stuff like that on her nails. So I took that. I took all of that as well. So I got there, I called, they came out and grabbed me, and I went in and I set up. And I asked them, I said, is there anything, I need to know particular about, about her nails, about whatever the case, is there anything that I need to know? And they said no. They said, just make sure that you're not, in her personal life, a lot of talking and things like that. I was like, no, I don't talk a lot. Because they say when a lot of people meet celebrities and they do celebrity clients, not that you can't be yourself, but they say that I may never hear anything about it, but that some people, have done her nails and they try to pry in her private life, or they ask all of these questions and they just talk her head off. So I can understand that, but y'all know I don't talk for real no how. So I got there and I set up, and she wasn't there when I got there. So it allowed me the time to make sure I set everything up properly, to make sure that I had everything that I thought I packed, just in case I didn't have something or something fell out of a bag or something like that. So I got there, I set up, and how I set up was because you got to remember, I was doing her nails, she had makeup and she had hair. So I set up in a position that if everything needed to be started at once, they would go ahead to be able to do that. I didn't want to set it up in a way where, I got to readjust or we have to move because, we running behind or something happened. So I set it up that way. And she finally came, and she's a very, very sweet, down to earth person. And I started doing her nails. It actually was a fill-in. It was not a full set. It was a fill-in, and I can't remember if it was like nail repair, a nail repair. I think it was about 2 nail repairs, and it was a fill-in. And let me pause, because I know there are a lot of people out there that say they don't work on top of other people's work. Okay, so I'm showing y'all why I get on here and talk to y'all every Monday or whenever I get on here, to tell y'all things and to encourage y'all, like wherever y'all want to go, y'all can get there. I understand that people don't work on top of other people's work. And if you are a nail professional that don't work on top of other people work because XYZ, if you got a call to whatever celebrity or whatever person you may want to come in contact with, but they already got nails on, are you going to turn that down? Like, what's the real reason that you don't work on top of other people's work? Do you not know how? Do you not want to fix it? Whatever the case is. Anyway, I'm not like, I can work on top of somebody else's work. Like, I can fix their work. I can soak it off. I can do whatever I need to do. So she did have a couple of things that need to be fixed. And my thing is, when I saw the nails, whatever I deemed something I would not have done, if there were any issues, I fixed it to my liking. Because one thing about it was, they're going to look like the girl from Jacksonville was the last person who touched my nails, and my nails ain't this, my nails ain't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want that to be the case. Not to say that they would have said that, but that's how I think, even when I do, you know, a non-celebrity nails. That's how I think. You're not going to say that, oh, I went to that salon and that girl only did my designs and somebody else did. Most people not going to say that. So I made sure her nails was something that I could take a picture and say, I did these nails. I did do the fill in on those nails. Absolutely. So I did her nails, and while I was waiting on her to come in, I think her hairstylist and makeup artist got there. And he was just talking to me, and he said, we chose you because your work is very, very clean. You have some art, and your art is nice, and the ones that don't have any art or anything on it is clean. It's not messy. It's not all over the place, and you look like you have a good foundation. This is what came from out of their mouth. And this is not nothing I'm making up. This is exactly what the hairstylist told me. So I know a lot of people, you know, sometimes you think like, dang, how I get picked? I don't know. All of these, you know, all of the nail techs, all of the nail professionals in Jacksonville, like that's what they told me. That's why they picked me. My foundation was on point. Like, even though I may do nail art, or I may put some decorations on the nail, that foundation don't go nowhere. My foundation is solid. Even without nail art, my foundation is fire. It just is. And this is why I push you all so hard, because that can make a difference between a lot of people. And not to say nobody else in Jacksonville don't have good foundation. No, but I'm telling you that apparently what they were looking at is, they were looking at people that had nice designs, people that have good work, and my work spoke to them, because even without designs, my work is what it is. So that was why they said they chose me. And they found me on Instagram. He found me on Instagram. So that means you all need to be using hashtags. I usually just do, you know, my hashtags have evolved since then. But how they found me was hashtags. So if you trying to get somebody to find you and look for you, or you want to be readily available, when this opportunity presented itself, I was ready in every aspect. So you can't be wanting stuff and not be ready when the opportunity presents itself. And my father taught us a long time that you be ready when the opportunity comes. Don't be trying to get ready. Don't be scrambling. You got to be ready. So I was ready in every aspect from you know, my work is what got me the opportunity. They were able to find me and contact me, because what if I had a whole bunch of pictures up there and no phone number, no website or anything like that? They not going to spend all their time looking for, probably, you know what I'm saying, a nail tech that ain't got no number. They done went here, did this, did that. They not finna keep looking for that. So y'all that's posting stuff and ain't no number attached, text me only, don't nobody want to go through that. I'm just being honest. You need to have some type of number where they can reach out to you. But I was found on Instagram. They had my phone number was on there. They contacted me, and that was how I got contacted. A lot of folk get great at nail art, mostly because their foundation is lacking, and you can't do that. And I mean, nowadays people can say, oh, you know, you can do this and you can do that. It catches up with you. Yeah, you can do it and make it a little and make it far, but what happens when that die down, or what happened when that client grow out of that? So prime example, Fantasia, she used to wear like stones and stuff like that on her nails, but at that time, or I think she's kind of wearing like, you know, just like a color or French or whatever she's wearing on her nails now, she not in that place no more. So when I asked her, because I did ask her, I said, after she picked her color and I gave her color choices, she picked her color and I said, would you like any rhinestones or anything like that? She said, no, I just would like the color. Now, what if I was a person? What if they picked me because my stone application was amazing and the nails just look okay? And it goes back to show that her hairstylist knows what a good foundation is. So don't let that be the reason you don't get to where you're trying to go because of something you can fix. So while nail art is trendy and it is hot, that's not why I got chosen to do her nails. So yeah, so of course I got tickets to the show. I did get to attend the show. We took pictures. She was very, very nice. And that was that. Like, so I got the opportunity from Instagram, doing what I was supposed to do and being prepared. Had the opportunity presented itself and I had none of these things, it wouldn't have happened. I have done every week I'll kind of share, I get a lot of questions on, how did I get to judge Nail Olympia? How did I get to work with Steve Harvey and do the Steve Harvey Foundation event? How did I work with OPI? How did I work with Color Club? Like, all of these things I get questions about all the time. And I just wanted to take time out to give each story its due. Like, you know what I'm saying? Share each story with you guys on how it came about. And some of it is from knowing people knowing who you are, knowing what type of professional you are, knowing that you are professional, know that you handle your way in a certain way. And I know people say, oh, well, look at so-and-so, she don't handle herself like that. But you can't be that person. You can't be that person because sometimes they come back to bite you. I'm trying to make sure I put the story. I told the story how it was so I can answer the questions. Most people wanted to know, how did I get the opportunity? I told y'all that. So from hashtags and being able to be contacted directly. I just did 4 cast members of a show that they're shooting here in Jacksonville. So that was pretty cool to get to do the cast members. I did their nails and their toes. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting to say the least. Anybody got any specific questions? And this is why I get on here and tell y'all, like, people ask all these questions. Like, if somebody call you today and they want you to come, like, you got to ask yourself, am I even halfway prepared? If they say, hey, we need to fly you out to California to do nails, and they say you got to bring, you need to bring your own supplies, which most of the time you do need to bring your own supplies, can you, or do you need to build a team? When I came here to Florida, when I first moved here to Florida, a real estate company contacted me and they wanted a team because how I have always presented myself. If you didn't, I've always presented myself, and I do have a team, just not like a team of nail techs. I have like a business team. So not a whole team of nail techs. I don't work in a salon with any other nail techs just yet. It's just me in my salon. And when I moved here, I didn't even have a salon. So a real estate company contacted me and they wanted to do something different for their open house, and they basically offered massages, manicures, and something else that they had going on. And so basically they wanted me to bring me and my team. And I'm like, I don't got no team. Like, where am I get these people from? I didn't tell them that. So everything I have done in my career thus far, all the research, all the hard work, all the connections, all the networking I have done, it has prepared me for everything I'm going to do in the future. So when they contacted me, I contacted the school. And I put me a team together. I went to the beauty school. I told the beauty school what I needed, and I trained the girls to, they already had some training there in cosmetology school. I just made sure that their work was up to par to put my company name on it. You understand what I'm saying? So if your work not up to par, and no, you can't go. And I paid them. It wasn't just volunteer. So what I like to do, I go back to the schools and I give them opportunity. Or that school, I think they ended their cosmetology program, but I do go to the schools and do demos. In that particular school, I sat on the board. I was on their board, and I paid them because I know what it's like to get the field experience and not get the pay. I didn't want that done to me. So if I can train you a little bit, give you a little bit of experience, and show you that, you know, this is a route you can take in the industry, I'm gonna do that. And I paid them. I got shirts made. Cause it's about a certain look. You got to do things a certain way. So you hired me to bring you a team. They didn't need to know that those people didn't work in my salon. That ain't none of their business. Y'all want me to bring a team? I'm gonna get my team together and we come in and I'm gonna do this money. So they sent me the contract. I looked over the contract. I made sure the contract was what I needed it to be, what I wanted it to be, and that I met the staff requirements that they had. I went to the school. I met with the girls twice. They had decent work already, so I just kind of walked them through it to make sure they were comfortable. And the day of the event, of course, they were a little shy or timid or afraid, whatever you want to call it. But I let them do it. Like, if you mess it up, I let them know, listen, you gonna mess stuff up in life, but I'm right here. You do it. If you mess it up, I promise you I can fix it. It's nail polish. It was nothing but polish. They were only polishing. So it gave them a chance to interact outside of school, to see how things worked outside of school. And it's always good to provide that experience. So if any of you guys are in school and you get options like that to go work out in the field, if any of you are instructors in schools and people call your school to ask for students, you should open your mind and think about it. Because some schools, one school I contacted, the lady told me that her school didn't need any her students didn't need any field experience. And I said, what? I said, okay, ma'am, you have a good day. But a lot of people, when you call schools, sometimes, depending on the school that you call, they think you're trying to take their job. Ma'am, I don't want your job. I got a job. Okay? I don't want your job. I'm trying to help your students. So that was how I put my team together. So when I did the cast members, it was just me. I had them staggered, and they all came at different times. It doesn't always work out like that when you are at an event or on set or what have you. I did the Steve Harvey event. I'll share that with you guys. I've judged Nail Olympia, worked for OPI, Color Club, all of those things. So that was just a brief story of how I ended up doing Fantasia Nails. Does anybody have any questions? Anything that I didn't answer? Because I think it was kind of simple. Anybody have anything that I did not answer? For those of you that are asking about classes and courses and stuff like that, if you tap the screen, you can sign up join the wait list for the shaping course, and then the e-filing course, doing e-filing the right way, you can go ahead and enroll in that course. That course is only $57. It's a $57 investment, and you have full access to it. You'll always have access to it. There is no time frame on that particular class. Also, if you are a nail professional and you need assistance with anything, you can go to IMD Smith. Once again, if you tap the screen and you click the link, everything linked to me will come up. You can click on Discovery Call if you feel like you need help with trying to, you need salon training or whatever it is that you need. You can schedule. It's a free discovery call. It's a 15-minute call for you to tell me what you need help with, and for me to get a little bit more information to see if I'm able to assist you, and we can move on from there. Once again, it's a free 15-minute discovery call. You can tap the screen and click discovery call, and then you're able to do that. It's a complimentary conversation. Yes. So does anybody have any questions? Any questions? You can ask about whatever you asking about. It don't necessarily have to be about how did I get the opportunity to do Fantasia'S nails. Oh, and people asked about pay. So as far as pay, in that situation, I was paid like right then and there. But in other situations, I have been paid. It has to go through a system, and they pay you maybe 30 to 45 days after you've done the work. So it's not always normally you pay right after you've rendered the service. If you're working on set and things like that, I think it just kind of depends on who you're dealing with and how they operate. But you're not always paid once the service is rendered. I did get some questions about that. So just to clear that up, if somebody call you and you be like, so you're not gonna pay me, you're not paying me now. So yeah, you're not always paid immediately after the services are rendered. Anybody have any questions about anything? I'll give y'all some time to type if you're typing. Because as soon as I get off, it'll be somebody that say, oh, blah, 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 and then I have to go live again. No questions? Hello to everyone that's joining. Hello, hello, hello. No questions? Hold on, y'all. Everybody good? No questions? Last time. So if anybody is typing, just remember your nail career can be what you want it to be. Prepare for where you're trying to go. Invest in yourself. Had I not taken classes, had I not taken the time and the effort to make sure that my shaping was amazing, that my polishing was clean, that whatever the situation was, had I not done that, I could have missed out on that opportunity. So just make sure that wherever you're trying to go, you're putting in the work to do it. Because if you're not putting in the work to do it, good luck on trying to get there, okay? So if you watch this, the replay on YouTube, let me know you're watching the replay on YouTube. If you're going to watch the replay on Facebook, let me know you're watching the replay. If you have any questions, you can comment them or you can email them to me. For Clutch News topics, you can go to imdsmith.com and submit your question or your topic. Everything, if you tap the screen and tap the link, everything is there. YouTube, IMD Smith, nail courses, upcoming nail courses, all of that is there, okay? So if you're just joining, welcome. Any questions, ask. If not, watch the replay. Always remember to believe in yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. Remain persistent and consistent, and it'll all happen. Toodles.